And once I'm done with it, I'm gonna say it. There we go. So the live on here is like a little delayed, so I would put it to you. All right.
I keep knocking that bitch down.
And you did it on the street.
Thank you.
I needed that. I needed that. I needed that.
Why are you being you right now?
Thank you for keeping it authentic, B. You know? Yes, sir. Okay. There you go. Yes, sir. What's going on today, man? How you doing?
You know, just living.
Oh, hey, been a minute, you know? My brother.
I
Hey.
appreciate you coming.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming to my platform and willing to do this. You know, a lot of people don't like to open up in front of camera things, you know, and how's life been for you recently, like 2025?
Life has been life.
Okay.
You know, life has been life, and you take it one step at a time, one foot in front of the next.
Okay. All right. Let's get into it. You know, what brings us here today? You know, I know we had conversations. What do you feel you want to talk about to get off your chest? You know, what are you trying to let the world know a certain thing, or what brings us here today?
I think that love is always the momentum of every situation and conversation. Like love, definition, hope,
Okay.
and really belief.
That's true. That's true. And honestly, with love, you know, it drives a lot of people, and everybody watching can relate to that. And I think a lot of people definition of love really comes from their childhood or upbringing, what they think love is. So I kind of want to go there. How would you say your childhood was?
My childhood was indifferent.
Okay.
My childhood was indifferent. I had good love. I had bad love. I had love though.
Okay.
Even through the bads, I really had real deal like love. And even if I messed up, even if I did wrong, the people were still there.
Okay, I feel it. At what age do you think you understood what love is? What age you think?
I'm still figuring that out.
Okay.
I think love is one of those ever evolving, ever changing, you know, one of those Corinthian 13th type things.
Okay. All right. So back to childhood, like you were born in what state you mostly came up in?
Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
Florida, good.
Duval
County.
Yeah.
Duval County, okay. And elementary, how was your lifestyle, you think, elementary wise? You know, that's most time we remember stuff.
I think elementary was my most ever changing moment.
Okay.
Because I shifted. I shifted from where I was to where I should be, and still wanted to be where I could have been, and didn't see where I would have been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And elementary, you know, schools, they kind of mold you into what it is. Like, how was the school you went to? How do you feel about it? You feel like it was helpful and you learned a lot, or what you think about school?
When I was in the trenches, I used to get popped with rulers
by the teachers.
They had the metal strip in it.
Oh yeah,
you pop with a metal strip on my knuckles.
Okay,
you know what I mean. Yeah. But when I went to the South Side, they made me write out of almanacs, encyclopedias. Okay, so it was love in two different diasporas.
Okay,
you know,
I understand that. And if you ain't from Florida, you know they tell you up down here like Southern teachers. They like your parents, you know, especially growing up in our era. Like your generation it's not like, what's your generation? It's not, I don't want to put out there, but what's your generation?
My generation is real community.
Okay.
Like a whole village. Mm-hmm. That's where it comes from. Where I'm from, like your auntie was down the street, you know your auntie.
Yeah.
Your uncle was on the corner on the bicycle, you know your uncle.
Right.
So he was seeing what you was doing. He was telling auntie and grandma what you was doing, and you wonder why your mama stepped across your head.
Yeah, community's so different now, man. We don't get that these days. I would say, you know, back then everybody knew each other. It was more love. Like I say, neighbors will look out for you. I don't feel like it's like that now. You know,
I can't say that.
You can't say that.
I can't say that. Okay. My community is a great community. I mean, even the community that those may feel is that may be a lower line or a less than.
Yeah,
them niggas some of the greatest niggas I ever know.
Okay, you can learn a lot from people. You know, strangers. Even some people they meet strangers and they look up to them more than their own family or people who really looked out for them. Who is somebody you would think of off the head that kind of looked out for you throughout your life that kind of was a mentor
within the family, or outside of the family?
It can be anybody.
God, I mean, more so than anybody, because even through the people that I encountered here, there, in the 43 states that I've seen in the last 3 years, it was God through them people. It wasn't them people. It wasn't the flesh. A real deal. You know what I mean? Despite, yet still, it was always God. That's the most person that I look up to, because I look to him through anything.
Yeah, that's true. Do you remember your first letdown, like somebody close to you let you down? Do you remember that?
First letdown. I don't remember that.
Okay. So you ain't have nobody close to that kind of like, dang, this happened. I'm gonna switch my life up.
My mama.
Okay. Hey, we can talk. Yeah. Hey.
My mama.
No. Hey.
My mama was up for a big letdown. You know what I'm saying? Because you expect everybody in your circle to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You expect like perfection, but life just ain't like that. And you see a person in humanity, and you understand that.
Right.
We live in life too. We try to learn and understand.
Yeah. And you feel like relationship with your parents really kind of impact you now as an adult. Like, you feel like that?
I feel like it's every step.
Okay.
I feel like that's every step. Like when it comes to parents, even in their abyss. My daddy, even in their abyss. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When you get older, you come into recollection of what life is, and you understand what history is. Yeah. You look at your parents and be like, damn, my nigga, I just understand.
Yeah, I understand. Sacrifice.
I feel you. I understand why you had to separate yourself, because you ain't know yourself, because your daddy weren't there.
Yeah. I understand that. And that relationship from your parents, do that make you a better parent now? Like, you feel like that would kind of teach you how to be a parent?
It definitely molds your wants, your desires, your standards. Mm-hmm. It like, even when you fall short, you know what I'm saying, you still have that. You still have those claws in your nails where you want to. I was wrong here.
Yeah.
Let me get right.
Yeah.
You pull towards what you consider to be what you wanted to be.
Yeah, man. And kids really look up to you, man. They watch everything you do. So that's why I'm very careful with my dog. I have a 12-year-old now, and really she motivates me for everything. So I understand what you're saying on that. Okay. So right now, do you feel like your beliefs on religion, do that impact your love? Like the love you show people?
So I wasn't a big person on like the structure of religion. Mm-hmm. Like, with so many distractions and just life, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Religion was molded in such a fashion that we felt such way to move in such way.
Yeah.
And it was meant to be like that within this climate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I really had a anger or a certain type of a feeling towards that for a long time. But, the more that I grew, the more that it unfolded, and the more that it revealed to itself. And I gravitate. I'm in church every Sunday.
Okay.
I went to church today.
Yes, sir.
I got Sunday's best on.
Yeah. I understand that. What advice would you yourself today give your younger self?
A lot of people say trust the process, right? Mm-hmm. But they don't tell you how to get from step A to the B. Yeah. They say trust the process, get from A to B. How do I get from A to B? And they can't tell you because they don't know. True. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that shit was horrible. You know what I mean? When I was coming up, they was giving you a whole lot of everything but what you're supposed to have.
Yep. I understand. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. And what is something in your life that you want to achieve before, let's say, passing away?
I want to get my bloodline stability. That's the best thing about anything. I just want us to be sufficient I don't no longer want us to be the people that are convenient. My grandmother was a janitor. You know what I mean? She worked for the school board. You know what I'm saying? I don't want us to be convenient for people. I want us to be an asset to people. I want us to feel that as though that we are welcome, we are needed, and we are accepted. That's my biggest thing because I'm the oldest great grand.
Yeah.
I'm the oldest grand. I'm the oldest child of 9. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about me. Like Jesus. It wasn't about Jesus. It's about what he could do. You know what I mean? And I ain't comparing myself to Jesus because I ain't nothing but a dirty wash rag in your sink.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. What's some advice you received from somebody in your life that stuck with you? It can be a stranger, anybody. What's some advice that you received?
Off the top of my head,
Off the top of your head.
Chill, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take time to put your shoulders back, poke your chest out, lift your chin up, and sometimes you gotta bow your head. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pray sometimes. You know what I mean? Because it's some certain things are gonna come to you that you can't control, you can't contain, and you just gotta, you know what I'm saying, go to who you believe in.
That's true. Yeah. I know one point in my life I was stuck. I ain't really want much, man. It's like high school, man. I ain't care. I ain't want to care about the good grades. I ain't think about going to college after that. I did meet a stranger. He was a teacher. He told me, he gave me my life quote. Actually, my life quote is procrastination is the grave in which opportunity is buried. So that would drive me to do certain content stuff like that. That pushes me to do things. So yeah, I understand meet somebody that'll give you some advice that'll stick with you. Okay. How do you think somebody can discover their true purpose in their life? Bert, how do you think somebody can discover their true purpose in their life?
I just think you got to go through the journey.
Yeah.
You got to really be heartfelt. You can't be on none of that fake flaw. You really have to be a genuine person in order to achieve the heights that you're supposed to reach.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I mean, you even think about if you out there, really doing things right. A person ain't gonna deal with you if you can't look them in their eyes.
Yeah.
If you can't tell them the truth.
Yeah.
You have to be authentic, even if you're a fuck up.
Yeah.
Be authentic to who you are, and hey, I might be able to help you through your situations because I love you and I care about you.
Yeah, that's true. Why do you think people seek validation from others?
Because that's what we're programmed to do right now. You got likes, you got streams.
Yeah.
Everything is based upon that whole diaspora. I use that word twice tonight. You know what I mean? Like it's based upon that whole dynamic to where you seek those things. But I believe that you have to. Back in my neighborhood, they used to call me preacher man.
Right.
I used to walk around the neighborhood trying to sell you cologne because I was tired of all of this here.
Yeah.
I was in front of my understanding, and I wanted to do something different because I came from a certain place. Yeah. I said, "Hey, let me show you this." Preacher man, right. you got a tie and a collar shirt on.
Exactly.
But guess what though? You know what I mean? God is good. Yeah. You gotta understand that regardless, like yet and still, like regardless of what you're going through, you gotta understand that you're gonna get somewhere. You gotta go through what you gotta go through. You gotta keep your head down and your chin up. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, right?
Yeah.
Keep your head down and your chin up and your chest out. Figure that out.
Yeah. We like that. We definitely use that. I like that. Okay. What's something you think you've done as an adult that made your younger self proud?
Kept going.
Yeah.
Ain't stop. Didn't care what I've seen, what I went through. I just kept going. You know what I'm saying? I trusted people that I was around. Yeah. That's the scariest part of life. Like really having love and trust the people that you're around. It's the scariest part of life. So you being vulnerable. Yeah. You definitely have to be vulnerable in order to elevate.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And What traits do you think you may have that seem to push people away in your
I'm pig headed.
past?
I got 2 bull horns.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to push.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's go.
Right.
And like I don't hear you right now because of how you present your information.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my biggest shortcomings in life. But love supersedes anything, even your personality. If people see the love in you, they'll work with you and they'll move with you, and life will be worth living.
That's true. That's true. What's your sign? You believe in astrology and all that? What's your sign?
So I believe.
Yeah.
So in Genesis, I just read Genesis the other day, and it said I'm gonna give you signs of. Let me not quote, cause
yeah.
let me not quote.
Okay.
Let me not quote. You know what I mean? But I do believe that God designed and orchestrated everything for a certain purpose and a certain reason for us to rely upon in order to understand where we are and what we're gonna be.
Yeah, I understand that. And how do you think you express yourself when you're sad?
I'm sad.
Yeah, when you're sad.
There's a million different ways I can express myself when I'm sad. I can express it in anger.
Okay.
I can express it in silence. I can express it in. I can act like it ain't nothing going on.
Right, yeah. Most men, we usually do that, because people don't generally listen to men problems in the world. That's how it is, especially black men. To be more specific, they like, take to chin, keep moving. But that's where a lot of our downfall is in our life. We have to start speaking about stuff. So I understand what you're saying. And when it comes to love, what is your definition of love? What is love to you?
Corinthians 13.
Okay. Easy. Whoop.
Easy. Whatever Corinthians 13 say, go look at it. Okay.
Research it. Do you believe in second chances?
I believe in 7th chances.
Okay.
7 times 7. That's what I believe in. Okay. You ask my beliefs.
Mm-hmm. You do. Okay. What would be your dream job if money wasn't, a factor? Like, what is your dream job in life? Let's say money wasn't a problem, nothing, just this is your job.
In a family, man.
In a family.
But it don't work in the dynamic of the society that we live in.
That is true.
If I could just go chop trees and my kids would be basketball players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basketball players and chopping trees don't work together.
That's true. I understand. What you think happens after death? I know a lot of people got different, theories of it. What you think happens?
What is death?
I would say to the general person, death is somebody go
away.
You don't see them. You can go.
Yeah,
you can go.
You'll never die. You'll never die. I dance with you again.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I feel like the spirit's always there. Even sometimes I'm out somewhere, I can feel certain people around me, different relatives, even people I done met before that passed that wasn't a relative. Sometimes I'm out somewhere, I can feel them there.
Yeah.
So, and that's a good motivation to have, and I do things personally myself as I know they're watching.
Let me tell you about the Haitian people, right?
Okay.
The Haitian people, I don't want to say the year, but the Haitian people went through a revolution. Mm-hmm. They went through a revolution, and they were trying to colonize them. Yeah. And when they came to them, the people were like, forget about that. Mm-hmm. I would throw myself inside of a cannon so that those people could live. And if they live, I'm there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'll never die because energy is never deleted. It's transmuted. And I mean, anything can show you that. Electricity, science, as well as spiritual can always show you that it never deletes. It only is repleted into another form.
Yeah, that's true. And energy is a big thing, man. Energy, I tell people this all the time. Anything you speak value into, it turn out better for you. Even your water. You can talk to your water in a good positive way. Your water be better, man, for real. A lot of people don't understand that. What would you call this chapter in your life?
Call.
Mm-hmm. If you had to name this chapter in your life right now, what would the name of this chapter be?
Just going. solid going. Cause I ain't there yet.
Yeah.
But I ain't where I was.
I understand.
Nowhere near where I was, so I'm just going.
100%.
I'm cool with that though. You know what I mean? You got it. So a lot of times you look at social media, you look at your Instagram, you flick it through, you see her popping, you see him popping, he flicking, he spreading. Yeah. You know what I mean? You feel like, oh, I need to be a part of that. Nah, you don't.
You don't.
You need to be where you at to get where you want to be at.
That's true. How would your friends describe you?
Whew, which ones?
Yes, that's which one. It does depend.
Which ones? The ones from California or the ones from Louisiana?
Listen. right now, today, any friends around you, if you keep people around, I know some people like to roll solo, but any friend that's around you within the last year, how would they describe you?
That's another that's a crazy question, because you know God gives you who you are, and people perceive whoever they see. They may have said I was selfish, but I said I had to be selfish in order to be the element that I needed to be within your situation to be what the world needed to see. Yeah. I may have said, hey man, I'm finna go home. Fuck nigga. But I need to go home to be with my kids. And you see me go home with my kids, and you see the strives and the struggle that my kids went through, and you like, he made a good choice. You may not see that until 6 years later, but I seen it right now. So you really can't operate on based upon what people see or what you perceive people to see within you. You really got to live in what God tells you. You got to live in God's time. For real. I mean, I can't be no greener than that. You got to live in God's time.
That's real. What would you say some of your love languages is? Like what makes you feel good that others do for you? Like what would make you feel good? What are some of your love languages?
Be vulnerable.
Okay.
You got to be vulnerable. You got to put me in your household. Put me in your family. Like, allow me to be who I am and understand who I am before you judge me.
That's real. Okay. What is your purpose in life, you would think?
I don't know.
We don't know. Yeah, that's hard.
I'm gonna keep scuffing up these boots.
Yes, sir. I like that. Okay. All right. So that's all I really have for you, man. Anything you want to say to the people before we wrap this up? Tell them how they can find you. If people want to reach out to you for any conversations, any type of anything, put your name out there. Who are you?
My name is, he ain't even asked me. He ain't even introduced me.
I'm introducing him now.
Let me button up my jacket.
Button it up.
Hey, like him. My name is Lawrence Williams.
Yes, sir.
I am the Vice President of the Electrical Workers Minority Caucus. I'm a part of the IBEW, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. I am a father of 4. I'm married. It's a lot of different things that you could call me, but just call God good before you call me anything else.
Love that. That's what we're gonna wrap it up with, man. Y'all share, subscribe, like, tap into it. I appreciate everything, man. I appreciate you giving me this opportunity to speak with you. We learn a lot from you, man. And people here, they gonna love it. Comment. You got questions, anything? I see the chat on here. Yes, sir. So tap in. I appreciate y'all viewing this. Subscribe.